Welcome to the video Order of Operations, Addition and Subtraction. So welcome soldiers, welcome students, welcome teachers. I am Paul Thomas Peralta, the author, the creator, and the one and only Paul Thomas Peralta. So today we will talk about the order of operations, the topic of addition and subtraction. So order of operations, for starters, is what we call the GEMDAS or the PEMDAS. In elementary students, it only discusses the GMDAS or the PMDAS. And in GMDAS, we have the groups, the multiplication, the division, the addition, and the subtraction. While in the PMDAS, we have the parentheses, which is also the groups, and the multiplication, division, addition, and subtraction. And in this lesson, we'll talk about the addition and subtraction of the order of operation. So, for starters, the GMDAS classifies into three parts: the groups, the multiplication and division, and the addition and subtraction. So in these three parts, addition and subtraction is the least prioritized, multiplication and division is the second prioritized, and then lastly is the groups. Groups consists of parentheses, brackets, and braces. So now moving on, in the addition and subtraction of order of operations, we need to know how is the operation or the order of operation works. Of course, we know the multiplication, the division, the addition, and subtraction. We know all of it. But we need also to know how do we have to order these operations. As we have the addition first, and then subtraction, and then multiplication and division. Then how do we handle, or how do we order them? How to convert or calculate every single of them in order? Well, we'll discuss it in this series, the order of operation. So this is the first part, the addition and subtraction. So for students and soldiers that have the module that I have made, this is the example 1 in the addition and subtraction. And to those who doesn't have, you can check the module itself in the description below. So now, in this first example, is that we have the 2 plus 1 minus 3 is equals to what? So first things first, we need to get the first two numbers, which is 2 and 1. Second is we need to get this first operation that is used in this example. In this example, we have plus or addition. So we need to put addition here, and then we need to combine that because addition. We have the positive and the positive, so we will add those and we'll make it to positive. So 2 plus 1 is equals to 3. But there's also a negative 3 here. We just use the 2, the 1. How about this negative 3? What should we do about it? Here comes the order of operation. In addition and subtraction, it doesn't matter who comes first. You can go addition first and then subtraction. You can go subtraction, and addition, or subtraction, addition, anything. In this addition and subtraction, it doesn't matter what comes first. Okay? So you can use first this 1 minus 3 would be equals to negative 2. So there, we can also get this. Then it's the same. It's still the same outcome. But we're not discussing that first. We're discussing about what happens with this number 3. So in number 3, this number 3, we're just gonna bring it down, and then copy the last number, which is number 3, and the operation itself. So 3 minus 3 is equals to 0. And that's all for the example number 1. Here I also take note that when it comes to addition and subtraction, it can go either way. Just like I said earlier, doesn't matter what comes first. It can be addition, subtraction, or subtraction and addition. Next, we have the negative 3 plus 1 is equals to negative 2. This is also a given from this example number 1, which is a explanation when it comes to the what comes first. Doesn't matter what comes first. So you can also use negative 3 plus 1 is equals to negative 2, just like I said earlier. The negative 2 plus 2 is equals to 0. Yeah. Then take note, in higher grades, we will discuss this. So I also said here, note, subtraction sign are also used as a negative sign. Negative sign is opposite of positive sign. A positive sign Positive numbers consist of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and etc. And a negative number consists of negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4, negative 5, etc. This is a topic in higher grades. We call it the integers. So enough students, soldiers, you will also encounter these numbers, these topic, integers, in higher grades. So right now, this is a advanced lesson for you. So yeah. So just like I said earlier, subtraction can also used as a negative sign, or it is what we call the negative sign. Here it is the negative. This minus 3 is what is also called the negative 3. So we could say 3 minus a, right? But how about 3 negative 3? So it means that you have to subtract the 3, the positive 3, out of the negative 3 into the positive 3. And that's all. So moving on. Let's go to the example number 2. There we have what we call the integers. So how does this integers work? So like I said earlier, negative sign is the opposite of the positive sign. So negative sign is the operation of subtraction. Subtraction operation. Subtraction method. We use subtraction method here in the negative sign. So now let's take the first two numbers of an example number 2. This is the negative 7 and then plus 4. This is the operation plus and addition. So negative 7 plus 4. So 4. So first things first. When it comes to negative signs, and if the negative sign is bigger than the positive sign, and the operation is positive, first things first, you need to change the operation into negative. So 7 minus 4. Then after that, proceed to the operation. So 7 minus 4 is equal to 3. And copy. Take note. Always take note, students. After you have changed the operation, you have subtracted the numbers. Always copy the larger sign. Okay. Always copy the larger sign. So 7 is the larger number, and we have the negative 7 here. Always copy the sign of the large number. So it's negative 7, so we have negative 3. That's also that. So there's that. First things first. First step is negative 7. Take the first two numbers, negative 7 plus and then 4. Then the operation. If the negative number is higher than the positive number, and the operation is positive, change the operation into negative, into subtraction, and take the then 7, and then which is from negative 7 plus 4 will give you 7 minus 4. So 7 minus 4 is equals to 3. Then copy the largest sign, which is negative 3. Right. But that's not all. We have also the negative 2. So after that, copy the negative 3. And then put the negative 2. Negative plus negative is equals to negative. Right? Right. And then 3 plus 2 is equals to 5. There you have it. Note always when you have two negative numbers, you add them up and put the sign. So if you have two negative numbers, which is like I said earlier, negative 3 and negative 2, you just combine them, then copy the negative sign. Now, let's move to the example number 3. Example number 3, we have 4, actually 3 operations, 4 numbers. So in this particular case, we can do, or you, students, you can do this method that I would taught you. First things first, copy the first two numbers, which is 3 and 7, and then the operation. So combine 3 plus 7 is equals to 10. Now, after that, copy the third and the fourth number, which is the negative 4, and then positive 5. Take note, just stay that 10 here, we'll use it later. So after that, do the operation, negative 4 plus 5 minus 4 is equals to 1. And after that, copy the 10, the 1, and then the sign of 1, which is plus. Then after that, combine, you have 11. So you might be confused. How? So this is another place. For you to be quicker, or for you to be easily to solve problems that have many numbers, or you can use first this method. You can use this method, which is I split up the two parts. Split it up into 2 parts. It can be also 3, it can be also 4, and minimum. But like you see, I split it up into 2 parts, which is the 3 and then the 7, the negative 4 and then positive 5. This negative 4, 3 plus 7, I first add them up, which leads to 10. And after that, I do the negative 4 into the positive 5, which leads up to 1, positive 1. Then I copy or bring down the 10, and also bring down the 1. And also, whatever the sign of this number should be the sign or the operation used here. If it is a negative 1, if it is negative 1, if it is negative 1, it should be negative 1. If it is a positive 1, it should be positive 1. Right? And then I do the operation, which is 10 plus 1 is equals to 11. Now, let's move on to example number 4. Here, we have a parenthesis. Oh no, what do we do? Here's parenthesis. I cannot solve this. Students, you can solve this. So first things first, in the order of operation, we have 3 parts. It's classified into 3 parts. Groups, multiplication and division, addition and subtraction. And this prioritizes addition and subtraction. Second prioritize is the multiplication and division. Then lastly is the groups. This is the most prioritized out of all. So in groups, you have the parentheses, the brackets, the braces, right? So in this example number 4, we have the parentheses. So what do we do about it? To do this, you need to do the parentheses first. Whatever inside the parentheses should be the first thing you need to solve. So copy the numbers inside the parentheses, which is 4 plus 2 is equals to 4 plus 2 is equals to 6, right? 4 then 2 is equals to 6. Then after that, copy the 9 plus 3, and then minus the whatever is in the parentheses, 6 is equals to. Now, now after that, do the operations. 9 plus 3 is equals to 12, right? 9 plus 3 is equals to 12. 9, 10, 11, 12. Carefully. Plus 2. And then we have 12 minus 6 is equals to 6. First things first, in groups, when you have the parentheses, the brackets, and the braces, you need to do the parentheses, everything that is inside of it. Okay? So we have the 4 plus 2 is equals to 6. Then after that, copy the 9 plus 3, or copy the given, except the what is the parentheses, then 9 plus 3, which is the 9 plus 3 minus, and the answer of the parentheses is, which is 6. Then yeah, and then 6 equals to 1. Then after that, we do the operations. 9 plus 3 is equals to 12. Then 12 minus 6 is equals to 6. And that's all. I hope you had a great time, students. And I hope that you had something to learn. Once again, I'm the creator, and I am the maker. And I am the one and only Paul Thomas.